Hello students, welcome to the video lectures on theory of computation. So today we are going to see one more example based on divisibility. So we are going to design a DFA which can accept a decimal number divisible by 3. Okay. So again same concept of remainder we are using here. So here sigma is your, that is input alphabets are decimal numbers. So decimal numbers are from 0, 1, 2 up to 9. So this will be your input alphabets. So and this DFA will accept only those strings which are divisible by 3. So it will accept only those numbers which are divisible by 3. So based on this, what we can do, we can divide these decimal numbers into 3 groups. Okay, so because if I divide a decimal number by 3, so I will get remainder either as 0, so that means the number is divisible by 3, then number is having a remainder 1 and the number is having remainder 2. Okay, so based on this, what we will do, we will group it into 3 different parts. Okay, so 0, 3, 6 and 9. So these are the decimal numbers. If I divide these numbers by 3, I will get remainder 0. So I will make this one class. Then second is the numbers, that is 2, 5 and 8. So if I divide these number by 3, so I will get remainder as 2. And the third group is 1, 4 and 7. So if I divide this decimal number by 3, so I will get remainder as 1. So this is having remainder 1, this is having remainder 2 and this is having remainder 0. Okay, and based on this we will show the transition. So here the problem is divisible by 3. So here we will have 3 states. That is a Q0 state which will represent that the number is divisible by 3, that means the remainder is 0. Okay, and that's why, because these will be the strings which will be acceptable, so that's why Q0 state will be your final state. Then we will have one more state which will represent remainder as 1, and we will have another state which will represent remainder as 2. Okay, so if I divide a decimal number, so I will get remainder either as 0, 1 or 2. So now we have divided the numbers into these 3 different parts. So what we have to show? We have to show 3 transitions to each state. So if my number is either 0, 3, 6 and 9, so that means what? That number is divisible by 0. So I am in Q0 state which is representing a remainder as 0. Okay, so in Q0 state remainder is 0, and if I get the next number as suppose 3, so my number will become 3, and if I divide that number by 3, remainder will be 0. So that means for 0, 3, 6 and 9 I have to show a self loop. Okay, so now in this state, so this is the initial state. So in this state, if I get the next input alphabet as either 1, 4 or 7, and if I divide that number by 3, I will get remainder as 1, and that's why I have to show a transition to a state which is having remainder 1, that is Q1 state for 1, 4 and 7. Now for 2, 5 and 8. So in Q0 state, if I am getting 2, 5 or 8, this decimal number, so if I divide this number by 3, I will get remainder as 2, and that's why I have to show a transition to a state which is having remainder 2 for 2, 5 and 8. Now in Q1 state. So Q1 state is what? Q1 state is having a remainder 1. Q1 state is having a remainder 1, and if I get suppose the first 0, 3, 6 or 9, for example suppose 3. So my number will become 1, 3, and if I divide this number by 3, so what remainder I will get? I will get remainder as 1. So that means what? if I am getting this 0, 3, 6 and 9, so for these input alphabets, I have to show a transition to a state which is having remainder 1. Which is having remainder 1. That is nothing but Q1 state. That is a self loop for 0, 3, 6 and 9. So now I am in Q1 state, and now suppose the next input alphabet is from this class, that is 1, 4 and 7. Suppose the next is 1. So my number will become 1, 1, and if I divide this by 3, so what remainder I will get? So I will get remainder as 2. So that means for this 1, 4 and 7, I have to show a transition to a state which is having remainder 2. So for 1, 4 and 7. Now I am in Q1 state, that is having a remainder as 1, and now suppose I am getting one of the digit from this 2, 5 and 8. For example, suppose 15. So my number will become 15, and if I divide it by 3, so I will get remainder as 0. Okay, so that means what? For 2, 5 and 8, I have to show a transition to a state which is having remainder 0 for 2, 5 and 8. So now transitions for Q1 complete. So now we have to show transitions for Q2 state. So Q2 state is having remainder as 2. And now suppose I am getting one of the digit from this first class. So that is 26. If I divide this 26 by 3, so what remainder I will get? 2. Okay, so that means for this 0, 3, 6 and 9, these numbers, if these numbers are getting in Q2 state, so I have to go to a state which is having remainder 2, that is nothing but the same state. So for 0, 3, 6 and 9. Now in Q2 state, I am in Q2 state, so remainder is 2, and if I am getting one of the digit from this 1, 4 and 7, so suppose I am getting 7, and if I divide this by 3, so I will get remainder as 0. So that means what? For 1, 4 and 7, I have to go to a state which is having remainder 0. So for this reason, I have to show a transition to Q0 state for 1, 4 and 7. So now I have to show transition for 2, 5, 8. So we are in Q2 state, so which is having remainder 2. And if I am getting one of the digit from this 2, 5 or 8, suppose I am getting 28. Okay, so and if I divide this by 3, so I will get remainder as 1. So we have to show a transition to a state which is having remainder 1. So from Q2 state, I have to show a transition to Q1 state for 2, 5 and 8. So now transitions for Q2 complete. Okay, so we have shown 3 transitions to every state. So this is our DFA. Now suppose this is a number which we want to check whether this is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, so initially we will take first, so your machine is in Q0 state, so it will read the first number, that is 3, and in Q0 state if I get 3, so I will remain in Q0 state. Now in Q0 state if I read the next digit, that is 2, so in Q0 state if I am getting 2, I am going to a state Q2 state. In Q2 state if I am reading 1, in Q2 state if I am reading 1, so I am going to a state that is a Q0 state. And in Q0 state if I read the next digit as 3, again I will remain in Q0 state. So my string is over, and now I am in a state which is a Q0 state, and that is a final state, and that's why this particular number is divisible by 3. So in this way you can identify whether this particular number is acceptable by this DFA or not. So hope you have understood this problem. So if you have any questions or doubts, then please write it in comment section. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Enjoy learning.